The cafe door slammed shut so hard the bell didn't jing. Light screamed. Karen, in her pristine white blazer, stormed in like she owned the place, her eyes already hunting for someone to blame. It was a Tuesday morning at Brewed Awakening, a cozy spot where locals sipped oat milk lattes and whispered about life. But Karen wasn't here for whispers. She was here for war. The trouble started with a latte. Not just any latte, a decaf, triple shot, extra hot, almond milk latte with exactly 2 pumps of vanilla, no more, no less. The barista, Mia, a 22-year-old with a nose ring and a knack for keeping her cool, had made it to perfection. Or so she thought. Karen took one sip, her lips curling like she'd tasted betrayal itself. "This is not almond milk," she bellowed, loud enough to silence the cafe's hum. Every head turned. Mia froze, her hands still steaming from the espresso machine. "I'm so sorry, ma'am," Mia said, voice steady but eyes wary. "I used almond milk, I promise. Can I remake it for you?" Karen wasn't having it. She leaned over the counter, her manicured nails digging into the wood, and hissed, "Don't lie to me, kid. I know dairy when I taste it, and I'm lactose intolerant. You trying to kill me?" The accusation hung in the air like smoke. Mia's co-worker, Jamal, a lanky guy with a quick smile, stepped in. "Ma'am, we double-check every order. That's almond milk. Maybe the vanilla's throwing you off." Karen's face turned scarlet. "Don't you dare gaslight me," she shouted, slamming her cup down. Coffee sloshed over the rim, pooling on the counter. A gasp rippled through the cafe. A toddler at a nearby table started crying. Karen didn't care. She was a runaway train, and everyone else was just track. "I want your manager. Now," she demanded, her voice cracking with righteous fury. Enter Sarah, the manager, a no-nonsense woman in her 30s who'd seen her share of tantrums. She wiped her hands on her apron and stepped forward, calm but unyielding. "Ma'am, let's take a breath and figure this out. What's the issue?" Karen's eyes narrowed. "The issue? Your incompetent staff poisoned me with dairy, and now they're lying about it. I'm calling the cops." She yanked her phone from her purse, dialing 911 with the speed of someone who'd done this before. The cafe fell deathly silent, save for the faint hum of the espresso machine and Karen's voice barking into the phone, "Yes, I'm at Brewed Awakening, and I've been assaulted with dairy." Mia's jaw dropped. Jamal whispered, "Is she serious?" Sarah's face hardened. She'd dealt with entitled customers before, but this was next level. "Ma'am," Sarah said, voice like steel, "there's no need for police. We'll remake your drink, free of charge. Let's de-escalate." Karen wasn't de-escalating. She pointed at Mia, her voice dripping venom. "You're a disgrace. You should be fired. You're lucky I don't sue this dump." The word dump hit like a slap. Brewed Awakening wasn't just a cafe, it was a community hub, a place where artists sketched, students studied, and neighbors connected. To Mia, Jamal, and Sarah, it was home. The tension spiked when Karen, in a fit of rage, grabbed her latte and hurled it toward the counter. The cup missed Mia by inches, splashing coffee across the pastry display. A customer yelped. Another pulled out their phone, recording. "You're all witnesses." Karen shrieked. "They're trying to silence me." But the crowd wasn't on her side. A woman in a corner booth muttered, "Lady, chill." A guy in a flannel stood up, arms crossed, glaring at Karen. The air crackled with collective outrage. Sarah had had enough. "Ma'am, you need to leave. Now." Karen laughed a sharp, bitter sound. "Leave? I'm the victim here. You can't kick me out." She planted herself on a chair, crossing her arms defiantly. That's when Mia, pushed past her breaking point, snapped. "You're not a victim. You're a bully." The words cut through the room. Karen's face twisted in shock, then fury. "How dare you," she spat, standing so fast the chair tipped over. She lunged toward Mia, pointing a finger like a dagger. "You're done. I'll make sure of it." Jamal stepped between them, his voice low but firm. "Back off, lady." The standoff was electric. Karen, wild-eyed and unhinged, facing a united front of staff and customers. The distant wail of sirens broke the moment. Karen smirked, thinking she'd won. "They're coming for you," she said, pointing at Sarah. But when the police arrived, the story flipped. Two officers, a veteran named Rodriguez and a rookie named Chen, stepped into the chaos. Karen launched into her tale of assault by dairy, gesticulating wildly. But the customers had other ideas. The woman in the booth spoke up. She threw coffee and insulted everyone. The guy in flannel nodded. "She's been screaming for 10 minutes straight." Mia, trembling but resolute, handed over the cafe's security footage. Rodriguez watched it on a tablet, his face unreadable. The video showed Karen's tirade in crystal clarity, her shouting, the coffee toss, the threats. "Ma'am," Rodriguez said, turning to Karen, "you're not the victim here. You're disturbing the peace and damaging property. You need to leave, or we'll escort you out." Karen's mouth opened, then closed. For the first time, she was speechless. Chen added, "And don't call 911 over a coffee again. It's not an emergency." The crowd erupted in murmurs of approval. Karen's face burned with humiliation. She grabbed her purse and stormed out, shoving past a customer who didn't move fast enough. The door slammed behind her. But the story didn't end there. The next day, a viral video of Karen's meltdown hit social media. Titled, "Karen vs. the Café," it racked up millions of views. The comments were brutal, entitled much. "She needs a reality check." Brood Awakening became an overnight sensation, with customers flooding in to support the staff. Mia and Jamal got tips bigger than their paychecks. Sarah posted a sign on the door, "Karen Free Zone." The community rallied, but the victory felt hollow. Karen, meanwhile, didn't disappear quietly. She posted a lengthy rant online, claiming she'd been targeted and humiliated. She doubled down, accusing the café of discrimination. A few sympathizers rallied to her cause, calling the café's response excessive. The internet splitsm saw Karen as a victim of cancel culture, others as a cautionary tale of unchecked entitlement. The café's Yelp page became a battleground, with 5-star reviews from supporters clashing with 1-star rants from Karen's defenders. Weeks later, a quieter moment revealed the real cost. Mia, once the heart of the café, quit. The ordeal had drained her. "I can't keep smiling through that kind of hate," she told Sarah, tears in her eyes. Jamal took extra shifts to cover her absence, but his quick smile was gone. Sarah, exhausted from managing the fallout, wondered if the café would ever feel like home again. Karen, banned for life, faded from the spotlight, but her outburst left scars. The community healed, but it was never quite the same. The bitter truth lingered: one person's rage could ripple, breaking more than just a coffee cup. It broke trust, fractured a safe space, and left good people questioning their worth. Karen's story wasn't just about a bad day, it was about how entitlement can poison a community, and how standing up to it comes at a price. What do you think? Did the cafe handle Karen's outburst justly, or did the public's reaction go too far? Share your thoughts on where the line lies between accountability and mob justice.